Welcome to Alchem Media, the ChatSpot, unlocking social realities. And today it is the 5th January 2022. Good news that Alchem Media is unveiling a brand new show, and that is the ChatSpot, happening every single Wednesday from 3 p.m. up to 4 p.m. as we dig more deeper on social life issues. And today we have started a little bit late, and we are sorry about that, but we promise next time we shall start on time. And I believe this particular platform will make someone outside there to be able to learn and also relearn about the social life issues. And again, once again, I welcome you to Alchem Media on the ChatSpot, unlocking social realities. And right now, I would love to talk about the ChatSpot. I just want someone outside there to understand the entire program, what's the ChatSpot, what's all about, and what we intend to do in this particular program. The ChatSpot is just a program that focuses on unlocking social realities, ranging from entertainment, relationship, love stories. We also have lifestyle, intended to address social issues that seems to be minor, but however with an impact on people's lives. When we talk about ChatSpot, meaning that it will be a combination of different fields, whereby we shall have a number of things. As I've told you, entertainment, we shall look about the celebrities and also the comedians, then also people who are in art industry. Particularly, we shall look at the people in the entertainment industry. Then also relationship, we need to look at what makes up a relationship, what makes a relationship fail, and also how can we keep our relationships till marriage. Then also related to that, it is the love story. There are people always who have love stories. Can be a bad story or can be an interesting story. So you see people move, but people always have interesting stories to tell about love. But however, there are those people who always have bad stories which we would wish to hear. But however, when they tell their stories, you feel like, I wish I had not had this story, because it may stop you to fall in love anymore. Then also the lifestyle. We need also to understand how people do the lifestyle in terms of design, of fashion, how someone came up with an idea, how we can come up with a certain fashion, and the whole thing of fashion. Generally, it is a social life. So we need to understand the entire social life when it comes to this show of the ChatSpot. So the ChatSpot, it's all about that, and I think it will be all about talking in unfriendly and also informal way. So it will be just casual talking and knowing about our lifestyle, the social lifestyle, how we do things. The entire program, it is sponsored by Devenue Hotel, located in Masindi district, that is along Masindi Hulma Road, opposite Masindi RDC's offices. And it's a Devenue Hotel. It is a hotel with a spacious and conducive environment. Devenue Hotel, when it comes to accommodation, it has the best accommodation. And also when it comes to meals, they have the delicious meals. So it's better when you happen to be in Masindi, kindly go to Devenue Hotel for your nights. For more details, any booking, you can call on 0783070722. And also we are proudly sponsored by Alchem Media Services, which is also located in Masindi district, along Masindi Port Road, Masindi Port Road, rather, on Radio Kitara building. Alchem Media Services, they offer a number of services, whether it's graphic designing, they do website designing, they do events, live streaming, events planning and management, and many other services. And also for more other services, please, you can reach out to Alchem Media Services on 077520 5940, on 077520 5942. That is Alchem Media. Once again, welcome to Alchem Media. the ChatSpot, unlocking social issues. Today with me, I'm having two guests. I'm having a gentleman and also a lady besides me. I'm by name Dorothy Nyamuri, and we shall right now get started with the show. But before that, I'll give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. Then we start our topic of today, and I'll be unveiling it after their introduction. I will start with the lady on my right, because they always say ladies first, and the gentleman who come later. You're most welcome to the ChatSpot.
Thank you. I'm Unique Bella. And thank you for hosting me.
Unique Bella, what do you do? From where? What? We just want to know more about you. We're so much interested in knowing you.
Okay, I'm a student. I'm doing journalism. And also, on the other side, I'm self-employed. I'm a designer.
Okay, thank you so much. She's a student from which university?
It's an institute, that is YMCA.
YMCA, yeah, that is YC. Okay, thank you. One day, thank you so much for being part of the discussion. And on my left, I'm having a gentleman rather. Let me give him an opportunity also to have a word to the viewers.
Thank you very much. My name's Jackson Imboneraho, a businessman, electrical engineer by profession, and doing business in that line. But also I'm the male youth counselor representing the youth in the municipal, and at the same time I serve as the secretary for finance, planning and administration at the Masindi Municipal Council. Thank you very much for hosting me today.
Okay, you're most welcome. As you hear them, we are going to be brainstorming together on the topic I'll be unveiling soon. Once again, welcome to LKM Media. This is the ChatSpot, ChatSpot, unveiling social issues. This is where we get to understand our social life issues. We are proudly sponsored by Devon Hotel here in Masindi District, located along Masindi Kolma Road, and also we are proudly sponsored by Elcom Media Services, where they offer a number of services in terms of graphics. So in case you want to do anything, please, you can pass by. They are located along Masindi Port Road on the Radio Kitara building. As well, we are streaming live on our social media platforms. You can stream on our Facebook page, our other account, that is Elkem Media, and also on our YouTube channel, that is Elkem Media. Kindly, you can join, you can share, you can like, you can comment, because today the discussion, I believe it's going to be the most interesting discussion. Today our topic is all about marriage versus cohabiting, which people, I don't know which one mostly people like, but I will have to hear my guests talk about more about that, because I need to understand why people, because here I always hear people say cohabiting is more, interesting than marriage. I don't know why, they'll have to tell us, but we are looking at marriage versus cohabiting. And straight away, without wasting time, let me start with the gentleman on my left-hand side. What do you understand by the term marriage? Or before going far away, I would love to know the status, your status, because we need to get to understand who you are. We have known who you are, but in terms of marital status, we need to understand that before storming or brainstorming together this topic.
Thank you very much. I would say I'm not yet married.
Okay.
Yep.
You're cohabiting?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she can also tell us her status, then you can pose a question to me as you are suggesting.
Okay. So I just wanted you to tell us everything about you when it comes to that status. How you standing?
I'm in a relationship which is very disturbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so.
I
I will not say much, but let's also tell us side when it comes to that status, marital status. How you standing? Are you married? Are you cohabiting? I don't understand. You need to understand. I don't know. Yes.
Actually, I'm not married. No.
Are you Martha?
Yes, I'm a member of one. Yeah.
Proud one.
Yeah, a proud one.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
What went wrong?
What went wrong?
It may be a long story. Eh?
Yeah, it may be a long story.
Okay. Things happen.
Yeah,
I don't know that
things
your
happen.
father.
My father?
Okay.
True.
How many?
4.
4. Okay.
I'm not married.
So, okay, not cohabiting. Okay. Mine, I also love to share mine. I'm not in I'm not in a relationship. I'm not cohabiting. I'm not married. I'm abstaining. Yes, that is my status. Now, going straight to that topic, today's topic. Today's topic, it is marriage versus cohabiting. Now, let me start with the gentleman,
Yes.
because I know these words are not new to you. These are the words we always hear on a daily basis, every day. They're like an everyday bread. So, what comes into your mind when you hear someone talk about marriage? How do you understand marriage briefly?
Thank you very much. I will request the reality of the matter to always be on the table. Like when somebody tells me I'm not in a relationship, I'm not married, I'm not cohabiting. Anyway, when I hear somebody talk about marriage, what comes into my mind is that these two people are legally known for being together. There is one being legally known for having passed in the church, what they call the holy matrimony, when they are wedded officially, and there are those ones who will go to courts of laws to make their marriage legal through the law. So that's how I understand marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how we understand marriage, and indeed he's right. If you're legally or formally recognized. Let me get back to Bella. Bella, we are looking here at two things, the marriage and cohabiting. So how do you understand cohabiting to you? Because we have already defined marriage, so we need to get to understand also the other side of cohabiting. So how do you understand this word briefly?
This word cohabiting, I'm going to define it in my own way. Yeah, I understand it as living, having a relationship. A man and a woman having a relationship and involving sexual relationship before marriage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. You've heard the two, defining the two words, marriage and also cohabiting. That is it. It is very true. Now, straight away, because according to my own research and what is happening right now, I don't know, it could be because of the current situation, or maybe it is a trend. I don't even understand it. But according to my own research, nowadays a number of people, both women and men, prefer cohabiting more than marriage. So why do you think people prefer cohabiting more than marriage?
Thank you very much. When you go back to the tradition, as us here in Uganda, and if we specify Bunyoro or Western, you will discover that the process to reach the level of marriage is a little bit expensive.
Okay.
And this has been made expensive by none other than our own parents. So you discover that to the growing generation, which is composed of poor boys and ladies, it gives them a really hard time for these to clear the way for marriage. Because For you to attain marriage, to go in the church officially, the parents of the lady will first bring a budget of around 8+ million. And still other people with 8, they will say this is a poor muko. You get? A poor in-law. So at the end of the day, the body is demanding. And as nature calls, you will persist with the situation for some time. After a while, then you will say, really, I cannot sit to wait. I will almost die before even getting a kid. You get? This is why you will hear, she will tell you, I'm not married, but I am a mother. I will tell you I'm not, but I'm a father. But it is because of this. Today, I go in for somebody's daughter, she gives birth. When she gives birth, they want me to marry her officially. Because of incapacity, I don't have the capacity to marry her officially because the budget is big for me. The relationship breaks. Tomorrow you will hear the story continuing. But at the end of the day, if there is the other one who is willing to stay with me, but when we have not passed in the church, I end up resting at that level. I say, if God wishes, one day, one time, we shall clear the way and we attain marriage. So you find that people have preferred cohabiting, not necessarily because that's what they want, but because the situation is what is allowing that. Okay. The situation is favoring cohabiting than even what? Marriage. Whereas when you cross to these whites, you find that for them, they can even kneel on the riverside, they swear, and it gets done there and then. Yeah. And no parent will come in to ask how, why, where did you pass, and how was it. These are people that you will find in a church when it is a husband, a wife, and the two people who help them, then there is a reverend, and it will be recognized as an official marriage. But unless we organize and kill bulls here, I want to assure you nobody will recognize that. Even if you go legal and only around 10 people know, they will still demand for a heavy wedding. You get? This is why you will hear people talking about baby cool, because they still feel it wasn't enough. You get? So you find that we have remained in the cohabitation and there is no marriage because the bills have, it is like constructing a house on its own, just making up the word marriage. Okay. Actually, some of the parents, before you come in, some of the parents, besides the bill, there is religion. That me, this is the love that I didn't call from heaven. It goes and throws me on a Muslim lady whose background, at the family background, they are typical Muslims. Tomorrow when you ask for a budget from this family, they say to hail. That one will never happen. Our daughter going with a staunch Christian. And me, I'm this person who knows that when a child is brought up on a good foundation, even when he grows, he will never deviate. I am also saying I cannot deviate from Christ who died and rose. And in the end, we remain together because for us we love each other, but the parent of the other one is saying to hell, you can never. But when love is there and there is nothing to do. Okay. So in the end, you really find that.
Okay, he has talked of like even if you engaged officially in church and like you've not slaughtered the animals and all that, people have not eaten the cake, it is not always recognized in public. Now, my question is, I think it will go to Bella, because previously those years, this would not happen, and I'm seeing this coming up in so-called .com, because the trend is changing, I think. And previously, I know people would go by that, by anything which is what? Available. The little they would have is what they would use. So, Bella, yes, why do you think like nowadays people have made it so expensive? What is that thing so special, making everything very expensive?
Since I'm not married, I'm going to be brief about it. Why they make it so expensive nowadays? According to my own thinking, if you happen to see those people, the longer time ago people, most people are not educated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the education is making you to be
Yes.
expensive.
People, parents are now
So
saying,
you're calculating
someone
each and every coin from top class, from actually from
exactly.
okay.
Even the time itself. Do you know taking care of a kid?
But again, I thought that was the responsibility of the parent because the trend is changing.
Right.
But again, not again putting the burden to the man, calculating all the money right from the word go up to the university.
Now, to make the matters worse, they forget that also me, my parents educated me.
Exactly.
And on top of the bill, they go ahead to expect other things from me again. You get me?
Yeah,
like Easter is coming, they expect meat and whatever's to go. The Christmas
And
is
the
coming, they expect
everything.
things to go. On top of the other ones, they calculated all they invested in the daughter. They forgot that also me this way they invested in me. They charge me and they go ahead to sit down and wait.
And there is another thing that you have to understand here. Do you know why they make it expensive? You're going to take their daughter. You will, in fact, you'll be owning the person.
So meaning that the parents will no longer have any.
Yes,
Oh,
that is the meaning. Even if you have a fight, the woman will move from the husband's place to the.
Let me interject a little bit. There's something now interesting. So you want to tell me, when a man is taking the woman or the girl, they have to calculate even to an extent. They have to forward tell what is will come ahead. They conclude all the expenses.
Not
no, because what you say it is like, in case you have a fight, the parents will not be there. So does it come with any cost?
No. Do you know what is funny? What is funny is in the process, they are like, I'm also becoming their son. In the process, they are charging their own son for taking a daughter because they even carry me. They got to carry me. You are now our son. But you imagine these very people saying you are now our son. They have overcharged you as the son. Are they really? No. But I want to say, parents down there are the great, great cause of cohabitation in the society.
Okay, so parents have played a bigger role when it comes to cohabitation.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. The viewers who are joining us right now, you're welcome to the Elka Media, the ChatSpot, and also we are unlocking social issues. This is where we are talking a number of issues concerning social life, where there is entertainment, we have a relationship, we're having love stories, we're having lifestyle, we're having a number of things. So long as it is in line with social life issues, we shall be tackling each and everything. And today we are talking about marriage versus cohabiting. It is a very interesting topic because nowadays many people prefer cohabiting. I don't know why, but we are still brainstorming about it and finding about exactly what could be the reason why people prefer cohabiting. We are proudly sponsored by Devenue Hotel, which is located along Masindi Hoima Road, just opposite Masindi RDC's offices. It is the best hotel in Masindi in case of accommodation. It has your answer. It has all the answers you need as a person. And when it comes to meals, they have the delicious meals here in Masindi. And also, we are proudly sponsored by Elka Media Services, where they have a number of services, talk of graphics design. In case of you need to design anything, they have the best services, event planning and management. Please, they're the best to do what you want. We are still continuing with our discussion. that is marriage versus cohabiting. And here, the other question I would pose, let me pose it to Bella. Apart from, Jack has said that parents are the great contribution towards cohabitation. So, apart from parents, because now there are these parents who even allowing their own children to come the way they are. But you find at a certain point, I don't know what really stops them, but you find at a certain point, these children, their own children are not able to come the way they are. I don't know, maybe they feel like it will be an embarrassment, or I don't know what really they think about. So what could be any other thing which is failing, making people to cohabit, apart from the parents contributing towards cohabitation? The question is, apart from, because Jack has said, parents are the great contribution towards cohabitation. So as parents also do that, I believe parents, they are not the only people, or maybe it's the only factor which is contributing towards what cohabitation. So apart from that, parents influencing and also are contributing towards the cohabitation, what could be other factors contributing towards this?
Factors contributing to cohabiting, Some people are not sure about their partners, you know that? Maybe they are like, let me try out and see. Once it fails, I'll move.
Okay.
Yeah. Living alone, the parents. Now, like nowadays, most people want to be independent.
Why? Because the Bible puts it well in Genesis, actually even in Hebrews, you're supposed to be with someone. God created a man and a woman with a reason. And also in Genesis, there's word that it talks about a man will leave his father's house and get united to his wife. So why do you think like people prefer being independent? Why? Are we not going against the laws?
Anyway, according to my own saying, I'll say, most people want to be independent, that they don't want to be said about, someone doesn't want to be ordered, something like that. I don't know if you understand. I want to do my own stuff. I don't want to be said anything.
Or maybe you fear responsibilities, because
that one is also there. Living alone responsibilities. Most people want, like,
Actually, what she's saying,
understand.
what she's saying is like, you see, marriage. Sometimes I've always told some people that marriage, it is more of another prison. This is what I think she's also trying.
Who creates the prison? Was it meant to be prison?
No, it was not meant to be
So what
prison.
causes it to
but
be a
now
prison?
this is a feel within somebody that once I get a partner and we are home, how will I still go really to jazz with those of Elijah at Kolping, at the venue?
Yeah, that is
Will that place still be familiar to me like things have been? And now somebody says, no, I think it is better for me to always chew when this person is not. You get? True. And cohabitation.
So what brings about that? Because I believe if you understand each other and your friend, because I know when you're getting into this whole thing, marriage and all that, the first thing I believe in, you need to first be friends. Because if you're my friend, if I can tell you where I've gone and I've requested, I don't think you can really stop me. So why do you think like most people have that perception? And because it's the whole thing which leads to people to be independent. So what would be that thing brings about that?
I think I'll request Bella to talk about this. Do you know why? Because in this case, a man is the one who decides that I should now take the woman home. But now the man is in the fear of the unnecessary questions from the wife. Maybe Bella can tell us, why is it that women have got this habit of following up? Now, really, where you are going, will you be safe? Is it true that it is where you're going? That doubt. Let her talk about that.
Bella can explain more about that. What causes it?
What causes? That is being insecure about someone.
There's no trust, I think.
Being insecure. it probably means you don't trust someone you're with. As I told you, some people just go there to try. Let me first try out and see.
But also, let me chip in a little bit. Because by the time someone fails to trust you, I think there is a reason. What causes that?
The reasons, as there are some reasons, maybe what causes someone to not
The
trust
mistrust,
you,
yeah.
that is, it depends. You may have maybe simple fights. Okay, let me explain in my own way. Now, like me, I'm so friendly to boys. If my boyfriend sees me so close to boys, he will think maybe among those boys I may get someone else. You understand?
But can't you break the fear amidst you being in between those boys? Their friends, fine. Can't you break it for him to understand that you're just friends?
No, now I will talk about myself. Me as me, I find it easier being friends to boys than girls. So even my boyfriend knows, once I tell him that is my friend, that must be a friend. If you can't believe or you can't move with that, then meaning the relationship is not going to work out.
So that is you.
Remember, there are some people he found you with.
Exactly.
He won't come and break
Yeah,
that.
true.
I hope you understand.
So if you tell him, this is my friend, that is it. So if you can't go by that, let's separate.
It's okay, we can separate.
So,
But if you can understand me
The
and
bed.
know that my girl is friendly to boys,
No,
it's okay.
I'm sorry to come in.
it's okay.
She has a point, but also I want to blame a little bit the ladies. Now, a lady expects from nowhere to come and tell you, this is my friend. And I chill, I say, oh, this is your friend. That's,
Or maybe you know
this is
yourself,
good.
that gender, you know how you do your things.
Now,
Gender.
no, not really, not really. We are moving in the world full of temptations. And it is from temptations that things go wrong. You get? Today, somebody begins as a friend, and tomorrow things go wrong. But how I wish she comes and tells me, you know what, Jack? Trust me that you're mine. This one is just a friend. Like you can have
That
a
is
friend.
what I'm talking about.
No, understand me. They will come and tell you, this is my friend. And sometimes it goes beyond that level of saying a mere being a friend. And you find that the friend is really becoming a friend. Somebody is on WhatsApp, you say hi dear. And somebody takes some minutes, but it is showing online. I probably think the friend is even better in this case. You get? Now, somewhere I've seen relationships where somebody is chatting and you see what my friend is saying. This friend of mine is really funny. Now, should somebody have a friend and the friend is crossing the border, the phone becomes also another security issue. That she doesn't want even the phone. Even when you find the phone charging here, immediately she will stop charging. And now, in such a scenario, also men will lose trust. You get?
But it is vice versa. Also, we women. In case if you also are doing the same, also lose the what? The trust in you.
Yeah, it is vice versa.
It is, yes.
But the reality of the matter is that small difference between a man and a woman, that loyalty from a woman. This Bible is always very sweet and nice. This woman is supposed to be what? Loyal. It did not stipulate it the other side round. Yes.
There's something I don't understand. Fine, I'm supposed to be loyal to my husband. But also, the fact is I remain a human being.
True.
If I do something wrong and it annoys you, and you come also to do something wrong, it also annoys. the same applies to me. It will also annoys me at a certain point. So, do you expect me to sit back?
Sure, I don't expect you to sit back. But you must also understand my point that I made very clear. A friend coming in the picture of a friend. And do you know what is so funny? You women, it is very hard for you to tell a man that I love you.
True. We always feel it, but saying it out, I think it's a problem.
Yes, and this is why that me as a man, I can have as many girlfriends.
You play it cool, eh?
You get? These ladies will not tell me, Jack, I just love you. Let's cross this thing of relationship. But to you, when you become a friend to boys, I will surely know if these boys, they know that you're cute. They
now,
will surely
Jack, there's something you're talking about, like a lady or a girl coming out to tell you, Jack, I love you. That thing may not be easy, honestly speaking.
True.
Culture has over-influenced. So if you sit back and wait for Dora to tell you, like, Jack, I love you, I think it may be something I may not do it.
No, Dora, what I wanted to show you was, whereas a man may have as many girlfriends, friends who are girls, you get me right, he will still be more safer.
It is true.
Than a woman who will have more friends who are boys.
It is true.
Because these boys, they will speak out. And with me, how I defined a woman is like a child in baby. Today you say this is a cup. He says a cup. Tomorrow he forgets. But the moment it is consistent, and with the fresh love, a man will always press it.
I know.
A man
After
will always
getting what
press
you
it.
want, you disappear.
And now to me, who knows, like, Dora is my future wife. I'm at that level. I know even if now I go and work, I spend the whole day working, she's there, she's mine. I will not stone phone, Dora, I'm missing you, yeah, I'm doing this.
But you'll be busy on someone's daughter.
No, I'll be busy working for you to see how tomorrow we can move to another level.
Okay.
And now the other person is pressing. In the end, you feel the other person has more time for you against me who is considering you to a level of a wife.
Okay.
And in the end, I'm at a stake of losing you.
True.
Forgetting the fact behind why I'm busy and not probably concentrating on you.
Okay. But I want to say something. When you're making friendship, there are some things that you have to talk about. When you're making a friendship, you have to explain something to your friend, what you want, what you don't want.
True.
Yes. If you tell your friend, I have a boyfriend, my boyfriend doesn't like this and this and this, and you yourself, you talk about yourself and say, you know what, a friend, I don't like this, I don't like it. Once you does this, the friendship will end. You understand?
Do you know what? I really want to urge you out to that. Why? Because they say if you're going to have the best wife at home, it is better that person to first be a friend.
No.
Because friends will understand what you like and what you don't.
I want to tell you something.
You don't take somebody at home that doesn't.
Once you become friends, when you bring in the other thing like
Jehovah.
I love you, just know that friendship you had is going to break completely.
Now, do you know the friendship that breaks?
No.
The other friendship of, at home we fought. Now it will be, how do we make it tomorrow?
But I'm trying to understand her. She's like, if I'm having friends who are men, and by the time they got into my life, or like it's all about friendship. This is what I want. Have a boyfriend and know your limit. But that day you wake up and tell me, Dora, can we move in for a relationship? Trust me, the relationship will break. That's what she's trying to
Madam
do.
Dora, I've understood her.
And what
I
you
would
have
like
to know,
okay.
when you're friends, you talk about a lot of things.
Yes.
You will come out and say, you know what, Bella? I have this girl, this and this and this.
Yes.
You break up, you get another one. But when you say it to me and say, Bella, you know what? I'm in love with you. Do you know what I will do?
No.
I will start thinking, but how can I be in love with? How can I love this guy? He told me he had this one. He broke up with this one and then...
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. In the beginning was a word, and the word is what we see today. Everything will begin from a word. This is what I said. You start go thinking about it. The moment you give it a thought, you begin, but he's not a bad guy. But now we have lived for 4 years.
He's not a bad guy.
And it becomes worse when you have a misunderstanding.
That you have to understand. Love is not just something that you can come out and say, I love you, and you start from there.
Okay.
No.
Unless maybe if you also had feelings sometimes back.
I would like to ask a small question.
You're asking me or
Ask me.
I would like her to define for me these people that have been friends and they have ended up in real love and they have made up marriage.
As I've told you, love is a feeling. Once you start feeling for someone, just know that it's love. But if you're my friend and I'm not feeling anything for you, when you come and tell me that you love me, I swear to God, that friendship will break up.
I think she's coming somewhere. I think she's really coming.
But since I don't have feelings for you, and I thought maybe you were my friend, I trusted you, I didn't expect you to come out with something like that.
Yes.
But if you have feelings, it's fine.
And those feelings,
really have a feeling,
and do you know what? This is what I really want us to look at. That this is the Bella you come across. I've come from Masindi, she has probably come from Kampala. We come across each other. In the first day, none of us has a feeling for any.
True.
You get? We may even be there, we don't have any problem with any other. True. When one develops a feeling, the feeling can spread to the other person slowly by slowly until it multiplies to a figure that will put everything.
It can happen, but again, the first impression is always very important.
No, not really.
Maybe we differ. I don't understand it.
You see, there is a difference from first sight love and love that has just grown.
Okay. I think that will be a topic for next time.
Thank you very much.
Because this topic may not end. But thank you so much for watching. We are streaming live on our Facebook page, that is Alchem Media, and also YouTube channel. We are looking at marriage versus cohabiting. These things, people always confuse them, but they're totally different. So we want to understand more about cohabiting and marriage. Now I'll get back to Bella, but before that, we are also proudly sponsored by Cohabiting Hotel, which is located in Masindi along Intoha Road. It's also among the best hotels in Masindi district with a spacious and conducive environment, with also good accommodation. In terms of food, they have the best meals. Just pass by at Cohabiting Hotel, that is in Intoha Road. You'll get the best out of Cohabiting Hotel. Bella, back to you. You are once, I think you are cohabiting. You said you have a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend. Now, you are cohabiting. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me first understand something. What is cohabiting? Does it mean you guys have to stay together? Or anything that...
Okay. I don't know which relationship you're in, but there's cohabiting, there's courtship, there's marriage, I don't know. But cohabiting, it is where being with someone, having sex, but when you're not married. That is cohabiting. Then courtship, just you want to know the person more without doing anything. Then marriage, that is legal formal.
Then to me...
You are cohabiting.
No, I'm not cohabiting.
What are you doing?
I'm in courtship.
You're in courtship,
Yes.
no sex?
I'm trying to understand someone.
Okay.
Without...
For how long have you been with him?
Actually, that is, let me say, I'll just say it roughly, that is about 6 months.
Okay, that one is very
That's
possible. It's
possible.
okay. So, meaning that she's in courtship. Now, this question will get back to Jack. Still come back to her. but I thought like she was cohabiting. Now, getting back to you, you was cohabiting. I don't know, right now the status is like you have children, you don't have a wife. I don't know, but I believe by the time you had the mother of your children, you're cohabiting, right?
All right.
So I just want to understand, what's the importance of cohabiting against marriage? Or how is cohabiting good than marriage?
Yeah. I cannot say that it doesn't have benefits.
Of course it has.
Everything must be having an advantage. The top and most ranking on cohabitation is, you see, there is body demand.
Yeah, true.
Instead of hearing that Jack moved away with a goat, you understand me?
Yeah.
Instead of hearing Jack moved away with a goat, I would rather go cohabiting. It leaves me as Jack with my name.
Now, Jack,
Yes.
when we get back to the Bible, because I'm a believer, I don't know whether you're a believer.
I'm so much a believer.
So, if you're a believer, does the Bible support it?
Cohabiting.
Yes.
Now, I will say the Bible does not support. Now,
Why couldn't you wait?
but still, that one will not stop me from arguing it out as an intellectual. Yes. Now, the Bible does not support it.
Yes.
But these very people who read the Bible, who read the Bible before we came in, have made everything difficult for us.
True.
And maybe if we are to reach in heaven, probably these are the people they can send to hell,
cohabitation.
and we go to heaven because they have made everything hard for us.
You
Yes,
see it happen.
I see it happen. Because if me, I have come up and I've said, no, why don't we make it once and for good? And somebody says, hey, my father needs 12 cows when I don't have one. What is the next thing? I will now start persuading towards taking you home without even taking a goat home.
True.
You get? But if somebody can tell me, let's just be patient, you prepare the little, we go and say, Mommy, here we have come, for us we want to go to church. But anyway, even the very ladies, you ladies, you want, if really we are doing it, it has to be massive. We have to go to the venue, we have to go to Cohabiting, tents must be everywhere.
So it's a special day.
Yeah.
Are you hearing what you're saying? But it can be special at the bottom of our hearts because it is a day that me and you are making out together. You get? It will remain a special day for life. Probably when in the future God has made everything well, we can come
But
in
now,
form of
God
thanking
will not make things well. It starts always the people, because it's you people who initiated everything. When God was creating a man and also a woman, did not tell people about, bringing the
You understood
You
me
get.
very correctly.
So-
And now here I've
But,
shown you.
Excuse me, there's something I don't understand. I hear that when people are planning for the marriage or something, but on the other side of the woman, they also contribute, and the man said they contribute.
My God. And now,
But what I know, it's always a man who contributes more.
Yeah.
actually, you say most.
Yes.
Because, let me
But
show
also
you
that
this.
one also,
No, but
it depends on
even
the
the-
understanding you
Of-
have between you and your wife, and also plus the other family of the girl.
Now, I'm sorry to say this, but I've been forced to. The parents of ladies have made this become a business. Once the parents of Bella sees that they have got a good lady home, they are all expectant that now, you know what? The next house we are going to build is out of Bella. How possible can we get this? Those must be 12 bulls, one cow which is already hacked.
Bella
Then,
told even education is included.
yes, we have also an excuse that she's educated. We can look at the tuition. And at the end of the day, by the time me and Bella, we are really loving and we feel spending one night without each other is like a year. For them, they are bringing in that. Do you know what? That's when they begin saying, Bella is a spoiled child.
True.
She decided to move away with the man, and she didn't give us respect. And yet they are the very ones who have made the thing hard and difficult for the two. If these parents would go down, by the way, me, I have got a good church leader who said, parents, let children go and do the wedding and the marriage. But
true.
do they accept?
There is also another thing. I don't know if it has come at the wrong time. There is also this, when the man is ready to marry you, but then parents don't like the man. They will say, no, you know what, our daughter, we won't marry that man.
Maybe when the man is poor.
No, when he's ready to marry you.
Does he? Yes, but does he have the money?
But if the man is ready to marry you,
Now
and
you
he's ready
see,
to
the
pay
challenge
bride
is
price.
yes. The challenge is the trend has changed. The man may be ready, true, but also people, just like the way you said, parents are looking at what they are going to get out of that man.
Now, should I say the trend has changed and marriage is no more than we focus on
Marriage is there.
cohabiting?
No, marriage is there, but just that the trend is changing.
Now, to the listeners, I would like really, because we could be probably speaking to parents, parents could be watching us. I would like if a parent or a youth or another younger child to change the mentality. As these ones who are growing up, that next generation should reverse things. If a parent outside there is watching and really he or she knows it is not good to cohabit, then let her go and tell the daughter or the son. Or let her go and convince the children, the parents of the daughter married to the son, cohabiting with the son, to soften their heart, and they let the children marry up.
Okay.
Otherwise, the reality is cohabiting is not good, but it is sweet because it is cheap.
True.
Okay.
And with the customers, they go with cheap things. We don't like expensive things.
It's true.
Once you're expensive, no matter how I love you, I will cheapen you.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you leave the product.
Yes, I leave the product, though it is good, and I go for a cheaper product. Yes.
So that's what you're resorting to. Okay. Thank you so much. We are still continuing with our discussion. That is marriage versus cohabiting. Then I'll get back to Bella. Bella, we have looked at cohabiting over marriage. But then on your side, we look at how is marriage good, how is marriage more good than cohabiting?
According to me, I will say marriage is good, better than cohabiting. It is one. I expect to own stuff once the man is
Are you seeing?
So she's looking at the property.
Owning.
Sharing.
true.
Yeah.
I will own since we are legally married, and no one will
So meaning
have to
that
say
you
no.
have the share
Yes, I
in
have
everything
shares.
you're doing.
Yes,
So
that is the
why
biggest
she loves
advantage.
legal or
Are you saying that is mathematical calculation?
I didn't know that. Is it your own perception, or this is what even other girls are thinking of?
That is what most people say.
Again, with me, I wouldn't look at marriage in that line.
Not only that,
No, in relation to that, I just want to say marriage will be good to me because I will be at ease. I will know. Actually, by the time I get to marriage, I don't think there is need for me to go searching.
Sure.
Yes, by the time I take you to church, I've counted it down.
Okay.
I've stopped moving. Your mind, we can move everywhere. Not necessarily looking at anything like material.
living alone materials. Owning
So-
something doesn't mean you only own material? No. Do you know owning? Another thing, meaning owning. I'll be owning you.
Okay.
You know that?
But what was
Once
the
we
first
are married. But when
thing
you're
to put across
cohabiting,
was-
I tell
you won't
yeah.
say that I own you. No. But once we are married, I'm owning you. You understand?
I'm understanding.
Yeah.
So besides that, what else can make you say that marriage is more good than cohabitation?
Marriage This is why. What else can I say
Maybe there
about
is
that?
heaven
There's-
assurance.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
that.
If we did the
So
needful
now,
and
if you can
rightfulness,
see, she didn't think of the heaven, but
But
she just thought of the
we're
earthly.
coming. Listen, we're just coming. You know. Yeah. Since the Bible supports marriage, that is also another thing.
Okay.
You will just be legally married. You will know that what the Bible wants, you have done what? You have
Fulfilled.
made it and fulfilled it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me get to Jack. to
If
also
it's
give
a
his
seed,
views on
it
that.
is now rubbed off. You understand?
really, marriage is good.
So what makes you to think like marriage is more good than cohabiting?
Marriage?
Yet most people would love to be in that cohabitation situation whereby it feels like I'll do what I want. If I want to go and leave, with marriage, it is restricted. You can't just move and, get out of it. So why do you think to you marriage is more good than cohabitation?
In the very first place, it is religiously recognized. Therefore, if you don't do cohabiting and you do marriage, you not only gain respect in heaven but also on earth.
Okay.
People, the perception with which people will begin seeing you will be different.
Okay.
Then secondly, even these ladies, on these street ladies, like I'm moving from here going to town, the moment they know I'm married, they lose the morale. Therefore, I'm safe. You get? Most of them, they begin, that one is so and so. Should so and so just here. The morale goes down than when you're not. By the way, when you're not married, every lady you just say hi, she thinks, could I be the next one tomorrow in the church?
Are you serious?
Just saying
Just saying hi.
hi. Could I be the next one tomorrow in the church? Because I know he's not yet. I could be. I must find my way. I must position myself. Every lady wants to position herself for you. By the moment that is done, you're a little bit safe and secure. By the way, when
It applies with ladies.
exactly,
Yes.
I'm talking about generally.
Okay.
When somebody is looking at you, the first thing they will focus. Once they see it is occupied, they say,
But do you know that most nowadays they don't look at these rings, especially men, but at least a woman you can understand. But men, these rings have no values to men.
It's people who have made it to lose value.
Yes.
now why?
You find a married man moving around looking for these young girls is having a ring on the finger.
Maybe it is not an official one. Somebody has just fixed it.
Official.
Because me, I'm looking at an
You
official
even hear
ring.
someone is
No,
married
let me ask Jack.
last
Let
Saturday.
me ask him.
Yes.
Is it busy in your inbox? Can I meet you? Meeting you for what?
Just
Can
want
we
to tell me
connect?
this thing you've never heard about married guys running for young girls or even witnessed.
Well, I don't want to say that I've not seen yet.
It's like saying
But also, you see, in most cases, before I criticize someone, I always like following up the reason behind. There is no reason why I am being counted married when at home I'm not getting satisfaction. And of
so
course,
it loses meaning true.
it loses
Yeah,
meaning.
it is true.
I expect when I've taken you, you have to serve your duties, you have to do whatever it takes. By the way, there is a difference between taking a man and owning him.
The same applies a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
the reverse is true to
It's
women.
true. By the way, what you're
and I
saying,
fail to maintain you.
what you're saying is something happening, and nowadays it is very common. You find people married, but with no peace. Actually, their marriage has no meaning.
In fact, once they get married,
That is it.
it will end in the church.
It's true.
Once you reach home, everything will change.
It is very true. Okay, thank you so much. We are still looking or digging deeper into marriage versus cohabitation. We are seeing which one is more favorable, but both are good. I think both are good according to their views. Both things are good. You know, when you find a better partner, marriage is good. When you find like cohabitation, like you find peace there, it's also another beautiful thing. I don't know whichever it is. So you find people married but with no peace. So we are still looking into marriage versus cohabitation, and I'm seeing a number of people streaming live and also commenting about the discussion. It is really hot. Elijah is also live. I'm seeing Pro Mukago is also live. Murunji, Elvis, Elijah. You're saying good vibes only, innocent things of love. I don't know what happened. Innocent also saying watching live. Honorable Innocent Turiai Kayo. I'm seeing Hafia K. Karim. A good discussion. And Babi Caesar Innocent is saying I'm also following. Thank you so much, whoever is following and watching and streaming live on our Facebook page. That is LKM Media, and also YouTube channel. That is LKM Media. Thank you so much for the love. We are looking at the social life issues. And I've said this program has just started today. And also this program, it is comprising a number of fields where we have entertainment, and we'll be looking at a number of things concerning entertainment, that is art industry, whereby we shall be having artists, we shall be having guitarists, we shall be having comedians, a number of things. So long as they fall under entertainment or art industry, will always be here to entertain you, also to tell you their journey, where they started and where they are at this particular moment. And also we shall be looking at relationships. What made your relationship stand? What made it fail? And how can you make it stand again? Or what can make it last for a long period of time? And also love stories. Personally, I can tell my love story and you feel like, oh my God, but it will be for next time, not now. What? No. I can still tell it. But yeah, I will, but not now. But of course, people have love stories to tell, painful ones and also interesting ones. Yes, there are those people who can tell a love story and you feel like tomorrow I should fall in love. Oh my God, just reach out to Rema. Rema will tell you what.
Even tomorrow
it will differ today. But of course, if you find the right person, you not just jump onto someone. Of course, there's one. Like, there are people who fall in love, you feel like, what did I do? You know, who cast me? And nobody cast you, but it is just luck, you know. It's luck and also trying your level best. Yeah. And when it comes to other people who take like this, there are people who no longer believe that there's love. They are also, you still believe that there's love?
I really...
You don't know.
But some people are not patient. Maybe
what do you mean?
There is time for everything. Maybe your
time. That's why you wait to feel like you're tired.
You have to wait for that time to
till
come.
when?
You have to wait.
Yes, when I see her saying you have to wait.
Let him tell us, do you believe in love anymore? Because for now you're in a confused relationship, or you don't get it even where you fall.
I don't think that there is love.
It is there.
Love?
Now.
And it has no time.
Yeah, true. But I know true love is there. But to find it, that's the challenge.
With Christ, true love is there.
True love is there.
It is there with Christ, with God. There, true love is there.
True love is there. Yeah, I believe true love is there. However,
when you're not in love, you believe love is there. True love is there.
So when you're in love,
confusing. The day you go there, you will know whether it is there or not. Let's now, those who have experience, let's talk.
For you, don't believe there is love, but the good news.
You keep on trying.
The good news is a believer.
Till you find the
And
right
I know
one.
you get the right person and you enjoy love. Love is still there. True love is there. So we share a number of love stories, and I believe your story can change someone. Your story can at least give someone hope, like however much you're in that situation, tomorrow things can change. And also we look at the lifestyle, how people are dressing, how people do their things, how people, it's all about generally how you handle your things. So it's a number of things we'll be doing every single Wednesday on Elke Media at the ChatSpot, unlocking social issues here every single Wednesday. And remember, we are proudly sponsored by Devenue Hotel. Devenue Hotel is located in Masindi Town, along Masindi Hoima Road, and also it is opposite Masindi RDC's offices. Devenue Hotel, it's a big hotel, very spacious and conducive. It has all what it takes as just to be a hotel. And also we are proudly sponsored by Cohabiting Hotel. This is where we are right now. This is where we are brainstorming the discussion from. Cohabiting Hotel, it is located also in Masindi Town along Etoha Road, and also it is a hotel with a spacious and conducive environment. They have security, it is on point. When it comes to their meals, when it comes to drinks, everything is okay. So just pass by at Cohabiting Hotel to get the best. When it comes to accommodation, they have all the answers you need. I'm still here with my two chatters, talking about, marriage versus cohabiting. Now we are almost ending this discussion, remaining with only some few minutes to close, just like 15 minutes to close the discussion. However, today we started a little bit late. We do apologize for any inconvenience caused, but next time the better. We shall make it to point or to time. Dorothy Nyambugi is here behind the microphone, taking you through the discussion, plus two chatters of mine, trying to find out exactly what is true and what should be done anyway, and why people like cohabiting and why people should go for marriage and all that. So I told you, like, marriage, it is supported by the Bible. However, most people are going against it because maybe they find cohabitation is more favorable and it's more friendly to them. I don't know what they will tell God, because me, I'm a believer. I can't talk more about that. Now, getting back to you, Jack, as we finalize, as we end the discussion, we have seen very many people cohabiting. What can you say about such people, and which message can you send to them?
Thank you very much. I would like to say, I don't know whether I will be misleading, but this is what I would like to say.
Mislead us.
No, I don't need to mislead, but this is what I can say. If somebody is there cohabiting with a single partner, like, I don't have any problem with that person.
What do you mean?
Apart from advising that person to find the best way to see that they can go legal.
Okay.
But I go bad.
Because now I'm looking at what you said, like nowadays, parents need a lot of things. They need cows, they need whichever it is, and which needs a lot of money. With now the situation we are in and the economy, the way it stands. And I may not be having that much money to do what they need.
Yeah.
But I'm very willing so much to legalize my marriage. So what can I do, honestly speaking?
This is what I was going to. A lady must be understanding the boy 100%.
Okay.
And ladies should stop sitting down to think that a boy is the overall in this. They must know that they ought also to play a very big role in seducing the parents and showing them that with me I have no alternative, I have no option except this person. But also, ladies must stop being these ladies who want that mine should be equivalent to the one for Rema, the way it was.
Yeah, we are totally different.
People are
We
different.
can't be equal.
Let's accept what we are. Let these ladies accept the situation of the boy. Let them not become beggars because of wedding. Make it the way it is and let it end.
Then another thing, there's something you've made, and it is something very right, and that's the reality. However, always people would not want to face realities, and we find ourselves not being successful in some other things.
Yes.
But then the other thing I would want to hear from you, because I've witnessed it, I've heard it from a number of people. You find people who are living together before marriage, always they're likely to face separation. What causes that? Because now if we are cohabiting, and now we know we do not have that much time to be always together, and like everyone has that space and like freedom, but still you find that the relationship or the marriage, it's not even a marriage, but the relationship, let me call it a relationship, it fails out. So what could be the problem?
Actually, it is the main problem here is when we remain cohabiting, everybody feels we are not yet officially married. We are not yet one. And there is the other internal feeling that I've got all the rights tomorrow to come up with another one and I wed. So the fact that that one remains within the mentality of someone, it goes on building in another sense of maybe I can even get a better alternative tomorrow that I can take to church. And probably some have still continued to fail, not because they want, but because if I've stayed with you, I wanted to marry. I've told you to persuade your parents such that they just let us go to church. If God allows, tomorrow we can go to them and thank when the pocket has increased in size, and they have failed. Probably the parents have continued saying, my daughter cannot get married to a Christian. So I reach time and I say, oh, why I'm supposed to settle down. Let me get somebody who can accommodate me as Jack. And tomorrow with you, you sit outside and say the cohabitation failed. But not necessarily that it was meant to fail. Okay, but I got fed up of the situation. I needed to clear my way. And I get an official marriage. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jack. Let me cross to Bella. Bella, you've been I've ever cohabited. That's what I can say. But I just want to hear from your experience, from that side of yours, as you're in your cohabitation. So, what makes your relationship fail out? What made it fail out? Because now you're in courtship. But during that time, what made it fail out? Because now you're not staying with him. And you just call, greet each other, maybe meet once in a while. But still it failed out like someone who is married, where people disagree and remain with the ring. But then for you, it was still just cohabiting. So what failed it? And you return next and you're like, no, let's separate.
So, there's something you have to know. As I told you, you keep on trying till you find the right person. You can find someone that is not meant for you. You understand, eh? You go in for something, maybe you're just trying out.
Bella, there's something you're saying that you keep trying. So you want to tell me you date all?
No, not dating. You date someone. Once you fail, eh?
You try another
one.
You keep on trying.
Maybe you never know you'll find someone right. As today is saying, and I see them
you date all
on social media,
like
keep
right
trying, keep trying, don't fail to try.
I don't believe in that. I don't know. Do you believe in that?
We are just saying,
and now,
keep on trying.
By the way, Dorothy, you also know this. What I'm talking about is true. People are there. Once today's relationship fail, you will find someone jumping tomorrow with someone else.
And
maybe already you have that person.
And now, Bella, this is what I was exactly talking about when they said it will be a topic of discussion another time. Because today we shall be friends. When we are friends, you will really feel the friendship. And tomorrow when I bring in this, you will go to debate about it. And tomorrow when you come back, I tell you, Mona, you know what? I have a feeling that you're my future and I'm your future. And should that come at a time when at home maybe they jeered you? You get just jeering, forgetting that there is no journey which will be flat.
It is true.
Now, with you, the moment at home you were jeered, and this one here is saying it is our future, you begin saying, maybe now I must also try this one. So you will keep in courtshiping. No, let's learn to accept. Because me, what I believe, by the way, is one. We are not in relationship just for just. God has sent you to make a change on me, and God has sent me to make a change on you. So you either accept my weakness and fight towards changing it. If it fails, you abide with it, or then there will be no marriage.
Okay. Then thank you so much. It's really a great idea to
There's
go
something
with.
I didn't
Yes,
talk about.
even me, there's something I didn't get satisfied with you. My question did not come out well because I wanted to hear from her.
Exactly, now I'm going to the point.
Okay.
You know, there are some things we just do for fun and end up making
What?
it. Doing things for fun. This,
Like, no, we need more lighter on that.
Yes, I'm telling you, now I'm getting into
Experience.
details.
Okay.
But ladies, yeah, that is true.
It's
Go
not about
for
men.
some-
No, no, no.
Ladies, it is
No, dismiss
Even-
that. Dismiss the statement.
Even men themselves.
Exactly. Someone will tell you, like, I just went there for fun.
for fun.
Not only ladies. I disagree with you.
Now, for
yes.
example, you go there for fun. Maybe you
For fun, first tell me.
for fun. Let me talk about.
But you're all
You
ladies,
get
you
someone.
understand.
No,
Just
there's
listen.
some things I need to understand more.
I'll get Jack, and I put it in my mindset that Jack is just there for fun. I'll just be there with him.
Have sex?
Have sex for
Go
fun.
out.
No,
But
this
it-
is
okay,
why
fine.
you lady, you have continued to use us boys.
Now you hear.
This is reality.
Reality to ladies,
never
yes,
thought of
I
that. No,
accept.
not
yes.
only ladies.
To ladies, I've accepted,
I
yes.
told
Ladies, let me tell you,
I've
I've never
always-
thought of that. Like,
You listen, because as she's talking, I'm trying to make a comparison, and with my life story,
Jack,
and I'm realizing, ladies,
the real
it is
picture.
true.
Jack,
Let
did
her
you
talk.
but
hear
don't
me?
conclude on
No,
ladies.
let her talk. She's
Jack,
on
did
the
you
point.
hear me telling you I'm always with men? I'm so friendly with boys compared to the women, or with the men compared to the women. Then what I'm talking about is true. I hear the things from men.
It is
You
true.
understand? He will say, I just went
Has
there for
deviated it
fun.
now to men.
Now she's going back to the other story.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
On both sides, I'm talking about the both sides. You just go there for fun. You go and have sex. During that sex, you make a mistake. Yet you never
Impregnate
had
someone's
love for
daughter.
someone. That's what you will just break up. Since you never loved with someone, you will break up. You don't see the reason of being with someone.
But now
if
let me
you don't
ask,
love the
if
person.
you're going in for fun, why would you have life sex? You do not have anything like attached to that person. It's just, enjoying having sex and moving on.
Madam Dora, there is something here. Before we go to live, before we go to where,
There's something I need
there
to
is something here. In my life, I don't see how I develop feelings for fun.
Guys, do it.
Listen,
And this has been a question always. This has been a serious question to me. I always ask myself, these business ladies, how do they develop feeling for every man?
That's a different
I
story.
always
That is
ask
also
myself.
different.
Now,
Different
now
story.
it looks to be a different story, but I'm discovering that as somebody is going in for fun, maybe they also enjoy the fun.
I don't know even. I'm also still
is
wondering.
there anyone
It's
who
tough.
doesn't enjoy fun? Let me first ask.
No, there's
There is
they are
what we are
different.
talking about. This fun here.
Having sex,
Actually.
moving on with someone, but you don't have the person, but you're having fun. There's having fun. You go for adventure. You go for swimming. You go what? That's a really different
You
story.
see.
But now I'm just imagining opening your legs for someone just to have fun.
Cohabiting.
How?
Listen,
Cohabiting.
listen.
Cohabiting and marriage,
What
these
I
are
talked
things that
about
come
here.
for love.
Yes,
But
exactly.
now, I'm imagining how I give you my lips,
Listen.
for fun. Okay.
People
Anyway.
come with their
so
own
interesting.
intentions. You understand, Dorothy? Someone will come, not
This is so
knowing that.
interesting.
Bambi, for you, you don't know that someone came with a mission. And for you, you keep thinking, I've got the right person. Come here, someone come with. This is what I'm speaking about, is what I hear from people.
Yeah.
You say maybe
because that
someone
discussion
came
will
back.
also will not end
I
soon.
think, Madam Dora, you will request Elka Media to prepare another day, such that we can come and dig deep in that relay.
Exactly, because it is so interesting, it is so amazing, it is so, you can even have several questions on that particular thing, asking yourself, how can I go in just,
For
I
fun.
open my legs for someone just to have fun?
No,
You
by
may-
the way, you
listen,
ladies,
you
you
may-
ladies,
No,
you're...
no,
See, you may open. Listen, Dorothy.
No.
For you may think you're in love.
Mm.
Yet someone
Mate,
came with
that's a
his
different
own
story.
mission. You
No,
understand?
that one has
Someone
happened.
came just to make fun. And those behaviors have those men.
No, that one it is okay. I've got it.
For
but
them,
the way
they
you
want
got your
to make
statement-
fun. But before you think, Bambi, you've got the right
that one I
person.
understand. Is
That
why
is
you're
true.
in love with someone, but someone has his own missions. There comes just hits and goes, and it pains.
I think-
but that is why
It's
the way you brought your statement, you're like, that's why you go in
For fun.
for fun. And it's still triggering my mind, having just fun.
Have you ever met someone who is married? Someone will be married, he has a wife at home, and he will look for someone to have fun with.
It is true.
Like they move around, I'm going for a trip in Fort Portrait, we'll carry that person along. What is that? For you, since you're idle, you have nothing to do. You will think you're in love with someone, yet someone is married. Maybe you don't even know the person is married. For you, you will think you're
with the future
right
husband.
person. Kumbe, the man is there just making fun. I need a woman to have fun with.
I know. Yeah, that is. By the way, she's
You
right.
end up making
Me,
mistakes.
I did not urge her out. Reason being, I've really seen this, and I feel it is.
And
really
you're still seeing it
and
happen.
I really feel it is really true. And the ladies, really, they have disappointed men.
Even men have
In
disappointed.
that picture,
men.
you
Yes.
see when she's talking, so unlucky that here we are all young, and the picture that she's bringing out is a picture of old people who want fun on young ladies.
And that is true. It's that
But
what is happening.
but now I'm looking at it on younger ladies who have mission.
Okay.
True. You find even those ladies be like,
So
"Yeah,
paining.
I'm looking for a married man."
Yeah, true. But
Yes.
now,
By the
that
way-
one comes in, that you people, we're running out of time.
I'm
But you know
looking
what
for a
she's saying?
responsible man.
You know what most young girls think? They think married men have care, have the necessary, support they want, which is not the case with the youth, you men, the young boys. You always do not want to know, you just ignore, you're not responsible at all. So whereas these girls are looking for men who are responsible, that's why they're running for married men.
No,
Okay.
I'm always saying no. It is because ladies have decided to go for ready-made things. They don't
Exactly.
want to work for
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
That is true.
But also the
And
other
that
hand-
one to somebody who is really normal, who thinks that you're really special, unique, and created in God's own image. I don't see why you devalue yourself because you need ready-made things.
That is true.
Okay, that will
And that is what we are talking about. That is what causes the cohabiting to maybe marriage. People get divorced. Those are some of the reasons. Now a woman have understood that my husband has been cohabiting with someone else, yet we are married. You understand?
Okay. We are running
will
out
lead
of
to
time.
divorce.
Mukago ekimu kunkora kirungi muno muno ekimu kukora kirungi muno muno. Thank you so much for streaming live and also being part of this particular discussion. Thank you so much for the love. This is the ChatSpot at Alchem Media. And every Wednesday, kindly do not miss, always every Wednesday, we shall always be here to discuss different topics, different issues concerning social life, like things we do usually, things which happen. That will be happening every weekend. Dorothy Nyambuvi, yeah, will always be behind the microphone. And today we have been brainstorming about marriage versus cohabitation or cohabiting, whichever it is. So interesting. But anyway, we have been proudly sponsored by Devenue Hotel. Devenue Hotel, it's found or located in Masindi District along Masindi Hoima Road. And also, opposite Masindi RDC's offices, Devenue Hotel. It's the only hotel where you can have a comfortable night. Devenue Hotel, it has the best meals. It has everything, literally everything you want as someone who has had the night in a hotel. And also we are proudly sponsored by Elcom Media Services. Elcom Media Services is also found in Masindi District along Masindi Port Road, on the building that is Radio Kitara building. In case you want any service related to graphics, please kindly come to Elcom Media Services. And also they do a number of things where there is events, planning and management, photography and videography. They also have website design. A lot of services are being offered by Elcom Media Services. And also lastly, we are proudly sponsored by Cohabiting Hotel. Cohabiting Hotel, it's the best and biggest hotel in Masindi District, located along Intua Road, just within Masindi town. And also it is the hotel which has a spacious and conducive environment. It also with accommodation. I told you and I always tell you, it has all the answers you need. With meals, no any question to ask about that, and no doubt. Dorothy Nyambui is behind the microphone, and I still have the chatters, and we are concluding this discussion about marriage versus cohabitation. And I'll come back to Jack as we wind up the discussion. What do you have to say about marriage and cohabitation? Is it really good for someone, I'll still repeat the same question, for someone to run for cohabitation, or you advise someone to go for marriage?
Thank you very much. My advice is going to parents strictly, and also that parents must make everything simple for the children, such that the children are inspired to directly go for marriage. Otherwise, unless that is done, trust me, cohabiting will go high and high, because nature demands and the control sometimes is limited. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll get back to Bella as we finalize. Bella, we have been discussing about marriage and cohabitation. So I believe cohabitation is not good when it comes to the side of the Bible. So what do you have to say about it?
According to me, what I'll say.
Or do you support it?
Me, according to me, if someone out there is cohabiting, it's okay. Continue. Reason being, you see, some people come to us. Mostly those people who go in marriage before even knowing who the person is. These people, when you are cohabiting, you get to know someone. You dig deeper to understand the kind of a person you have.
Than just crossing into marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the ball will be in your hands to decide either this person can be your life partner or not. Because there are some behaviors that you can handle, and there are some things that you cannot handle. You understand? But once you continue cohabiting with this person, you get to know which kind of a person you have. The person you are going to spend the rest of your life with. Mm-hmm. So, my dear, you can continue cohabiting and understand the person, but don't forget, after understanding the person, and you know that is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you can go for marriage. It's okay.
Me, I'm just requesting, Madame Bella. I'm sorry, but I'm requesting that probably we say let people be in a relationship, not cohabiting.
They can
Because
cohabit.
let them be in courtship. Because what moves it to the level of cohabiting is only sex.
It's true.
Just only sex.
But which the body is demanding.
Yes, which the body is demanding. Now, this that the body is demanding, if you must, then you go direct for marriage, then you have it. Because sex is the same from here to there to the other.
Now let me
And
ask
what
you,
you
again
have
you're
to-
pushing us into a different story.
And-
now if you're saying like marriage, like you go in for, if you want sex, you go direct for marriage.
That is
so
also
do you
a
see
different
it,
thing.
Do you see it work really can it really make your marriage sustainable? Because now you don't know the person, maybe you've just seen the person, because you want sex, you go direct for marriage. Can it really make that marriage last for long?
Do you know what?
I want just to know also. 'Cause
You told me you are abstaining? Is
yes.
it? Now, are you telling me when you're doing abstinence, the body is not demanding?
It is demanding, but what I believe sex starts with the mind.
Yes.
True. Yes.
Now, you mean for you have never thought about the word sex?
Of course, when I think about it, I make myself busy with other things. I make sure I utilize everything I'm supposed to do, I do it.
Who are those people that fall in love today and have sex today?
But now, if the body is demanding, meaning that you'll be forced to go into marriage.
It takes time.
And
Bella
what you
has
have
spent
to
6
know
months.
is-
Bella has spent 6
There-
You
months.
can't even spend
What
even
you
2
have
years.
to know is
Now, if you can spend the 2 years, how about it in spending 2 years as you make a decision of going for marriage?
By the way, as I told you, some people come with their own intention. Someone is not in a relationship. Maybe you don't even love the person. But because the body is demanding,
You're going for it.
you will go in for it.
Now, if you want to know that this somebody didn't come for an intention, tell that person right from the word go, I want us to go for marriage. You will see somebody who is not serious starting, you know what? Those things need a lot of money.
Let us finalize Jack last. How can we avoid cohabiting?
I say the first way of avoiding cohabiting, one, we must all be in one line that it is by demand from God that we have to officially marry, and everybody must go for one woman. Once we put that one clear to our minds, people will start breaking the chain of cohabitation. Then too, parents must stop making things hard.
True.
Issues of religion, the Bible is very clear.
We shouldn't even
A
pay
man
anything.
and a woman shall leave their parents, go
Yeah.
and become one body. How do you
Without
bring?
paying anything.
Yes. How do you bring in that?
Actually, in Hebrews chapter 13 rather, it is even discouraging about looking after money. Like, you look after, like, if you have the money, then that's when I'll go. If you don't have, I'll not go. So I feel like money should not drive us into something wrong. Anyway, let's end the discussion. Just have some few words to our viewers. Then we close the discussion.
To the viewers outside there, I want to say thank you, and I want to always welcome you on Wednesdays to always join this platform, and you see how people can share ideas. You learn, and we learn from each other. When you text to the media and you communicate to us, we always get you live, such that we can share ideas. And you also have an input. You have got a right to input from wherever you are always. And I really want to say thank you to Elka Media for always bringing out nice teaching and mindset improving topics to the public. Thank you, Jackson, Male Youth Councillor, Masinde Municipality.
Okay, thank you so much, Jack. I'll cross to Bella also to say something as we close.
As we close, I'm very happy to be hosted here by the Elcom Medias. I have nothing much to say. But what I will have to say is, you just have to take care, that is all. Whatever you're doing, please take care, go slow. You don't need to rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bella, and thank you so much for sacrificing part of your time amidst all the busy schedules you have. But you like, no, we have to be part of the discussion. Thank you so much, and I'm so much honored, and may God bless you for that. And next time, please, if you're being invited, please, the platform is there. Never hesitate to be part of any discussion. Thank you so much, our viewers, to those whom we have been with right from the start and till to the end. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for your watching. We have seen your comments. And please, always, we shall always be here at the LK Media, that is the ChatSpot, unlocking the social realities, talking social issues, social life issues, and we shall always be brainstorming with different chatters depending on the topic. And today we're looking about marriage versus cohabiting. Wow, we have seen a number of people. What forces people into cohabitation, and how good marriage is. So among all these people, they were like cohabitation. Actually, was only one person. Jack said cohabitation is bad, whereas my gender was like, no, you can continue with, it is very good to do it, but later make sure you legalize or make your marriage formal. So it is a good thing, according to her, as you study, as you get to understand the person you're living with, and so that you can make your marriage very enjoyable. Dorothy Yambu was behind the microphone. Till we meet next week, that will be on Wednesday, as still we look into more issues, that is social life issues. I don't know what we'll be talking about, but we shall still find out an interesting topic next Wednesday. The program at the show was